taking a mom from a baby. Who cares?
Hey, quit.
No.
Quit.
Them.
Quit.
Oh my God. Yes. Stupid!
All right, now. Stop it. Stop it. Now we're done.
Hey, no! No!
All right,
I'm not leaving my babies in this car by themselves!
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Nothing compares to a mother's love, but nothing also compares to some mom's bad behavior, from playing catch with an infant to letting a third grader drive home. We're bringing you shocking mommy mishaps caught on Bodycam, where she ended up in timeout. Welcome to After Hours, presented by Law&Crime. You guessed it, I'm Sam Goldberg. We begin today's episode on Seabreeze Boulevard in Daytona Beach, just after midnight on September 14th, 2023. Brianna LaFoe and Sarah Newell, both under 21, are reportedly drunk on the sidewalk with LaFoe's 5-month-old son. The police report says at one point, LaFoe and Newell started throwing the baby back and forth, quote, like a toy from 4 feet away. That's when witnesses at a nearby bar started recording on their phones, and surveillance footage captures the chaos that follows.
Quit filming my baby. You better put that mother baby down, because I'll knock all your the knock me out my you don't want to film it. Don't get here on the you shouldn't have been filming my baby. You're doing crazy. That's a little wrong. Yeah, he's on my phone. I'm calling Jesse now. Give me my phone. I'm about to show you.
At around 12:39 a.m., officers responded to the area for a disturbance. The first officer on scene immediately separates the two women from the crowd and begins questioning the baby's biological mother, LaFoe.
You're tossing this baby infant child around like it's flipping it upside down. Infant child is a newborn. Look at that. They're tossing around like it's a freaking doll.
Okay. What's going on?
We were having fun with our baby. She was sitting down on the ground because her foot was hurt, and she needs a break. And I was holding her baby like this, and I passed the baby to her.
You was doing it.
Like this.
It don't fucking matter,
Jesus, I promise.
You don't gotta go and demonstrate when you're a little
I
bit.
will. But I had passed him to her, and these people, all of them, just started surrounding us and saying, "You can't do that, blah, 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 blah. This is, you're gonna get arrested, you're hurting that baby." And he was smiling.
This your kid?
Tell this
My
back.
What are you?
Here's a video
Give me a minute. My buddy's coming over. You can show it to him. What are you guys doing down here?
We were just walking.
Where are you guys walking from?
Walking from the beach. We had went to the beach, and we were about to head home, and we were just walking this way.
From LaFoe and Newell's perspective, the pair was just having fun with LaFoe's 5-month-old son. He was smiling, and other people were just nosy. But that's not what officers learned from bystanders at the scene.
So their whole beef with you guys was that you were recording and they didn't want you guys to record anything. And what happened over here with the phone?
Then when we started talking to her, she flipped the baby upside down. Yeah, I did. I have a 7-month-old. I don't do that.
And what about the other one? Did the other one ever have?
She was tossing the baby to her. She was sitting on the ground and she was tossing the baby up in the air, and that's what started it, because we were like, that's not okay. And then we started videotaping, and they got mad because we were videotaping them and was like, somebody needs to call the police.
Yeah.
And then that's
the one
when
in a white bikini down there is like throwing a baby around.
once we started saying something about her throwing her around and we started videotaping, she came about my sister and started talking to her, and she flipped the baby upside down and was like, watch this. We were still sitting over there.
As the witness pulls out her phone, officers begin to understand why the interaction was being recorded.
Don't even give a oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding, bro? Yeah, somebody call the police, son. This doing crazy. Are you serious? Hey, quit filming my baby. You see me? Quit. Touch me.
The officers are shocked. Not only were LaFoe and Newell throwing the baby back and forth, but LaFoe reportedly tried to fight bystanders while holding her son, and according to police, then flipped him upside down by his ankles. Officers make their next move, securing the scene, and at least one suspect, the boy's mother.
So, where were you guys sitting at when these people came out?
Right here. We haven't moved. They keep coming near us, and I told them
You're
to get
sitting here, moving the baby around, manipulating them?
No, I was standing right here, and I had taken him out of here, and she was sitting on the ground right here, and that's when I had passed him. Like, I'm trying to be a better person for my kid, and they can't just, like I said, back the up. And they're still sitting there talking like, if you were that worried about my kid, why are you still sitting there talking when the cops here, huh? You obviously weren't that worried. You just wanted to put your opinions in.
Look, I was going to bed.
Yeah, I know.
I got woke
We
up.
go home and go to bed, and these people would not leave us alone.
Are you guys friends or? That kid's yours? You were just friends?
She's my wife.
Okay, you guys are married?
Almost. Fiance.
You guys live together. Who's father's job?
He's in Missouri. He has nothing to do with it.
So for right now, put your hands behind your back.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Relax,
Not whoa. There's no reason.
No. Hey, no. Don't make it worse.
Hey. Kid needs a mom right now, right? You want to do something dumb? You want to go too?
I have no idea. She's on probation because
We didn't even know that. She's in handcuffs because the way she's bouncing that kid around. Upside down, throwing the kid around. You guys had her inside a bar?
No, we've never been in the bar.
Okay.
We were at the beach. We were at the beach on our way home.
Your behavior was totally reckless.
You understand these rights?
Yes.
These rights of mine are you talking about?
Wrong with it.
These rights of mine are you want to talk
No, you're not helping. It's not hurting anything. You're gonna get arrested too and take the gun away.
How old is the child?
Happy. He loves that, and he was laughing.
Okay. Does he even roll over yet?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
He has. He's more remarkable than any other baby I've seen.
But you don't think acting the way you were with him?
Taking a mom from a baby. Who cares? Hey, no, quit. Them. Quit.
You don't see that behavior is reckless. Hanging the kid upside down, shaking him upside down. That's not reckless. We have it on video.
Okay, but I wasn't.
And that was your biggest problem with them recording, was they were catching you doing that. So, what are you on probation for?
My biggest problem was they were filming a child without asking.
They don't have to ask. You're out in public. You're allowed to record whatever you want.
With LaFoe in custody, officers debrief and determine the charges, but there's another suspect at play here, so they turn to more witnesses standing nearby and ask about the other woman. The one in red, Sierra Newell.
Hey, Levine, do you want to give me 2 statements? I'm out of them. Just for these 2?
Yeah. And I'm going to call DCF and get that started.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to do the Axon capture, like upload. They have a video of her getting hit. Yeah, she's going to press for battery, and then she's got a video of her twirling the kid around.
Do we have charges on the girl in the red other than...
she's just yelling, unfortunately.
I think we're going to take votes because they were...
With what?
Because they were tossing the kid back and forth.
Okay. So, I didn't check that. Was the girl in the red twirling the kid too?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a video of that?
I don't know. It was on her phone, but they were both tossing her. I told the other officer she was, she was sitting on the ground and she was standing up, and they were like tossing her back and forth.
After a witness confirms Newell is the woman in red, playing an equal role in tossing this 5-month-old child back and forth, it's time to get her in handcuffs.
Hold on. No.
Excuse you?
You want the handcuffs?
Why? What did I do? What did I do?
You just say so you'd rather. Chad, you know the pair? Chad, you know the pair?
I'm not fighting. I'm sitting there. Now what the did I do?
So you were sitting over there, throwing the child back and forth with her? Same thing.
With both women in custody, the next critical step is securing the child.
I'll say this in front of your mom, you're the biological mother. I'm going to say that you're her mom, correct? I'm going to be having an ambulance come out here, and we're going to take the child to
Halifax Medical Center.
Can you take him to Advent instead?
Halifax, no, Halifax hurt him.
Halifax got him sick. Please, please.
From what I saw, that's the best place for him.
No, it's not.
And you guys saying that they hurt him is
Well, I didn't say he hurt him. I said they got him sick. We were trying to help him because he had a stomach problem, and they were going to take him to surgery. We had to go all the way to Orlando, but they had gotten him sick at that
They
hospital.
put a stick and said, we'll just go for a Mary, and we're about to stick our 1-month-old. Like, I get you have to take him somewhere,
They're
but
so much better with care with baby.
The problem is that
that's where he was born, was
is really a dedicated pediatric hospital for this area. That's the problem that I have with taking the child. I understand your feeling. I get that. And I'm not trying to take that right away from you. But I'm looking at this as which hospital has more, and I get your feeling, and I feel the same way if I was in your position.
No, I get
but
that.
one hospital is way more suited than the other.
Okay, so after the hospital, then what?
We're waiting for DCF.
Okay, and
we're going to let
what's the hospital going to do?
I want the child, from what I saw in that video, barely. Okay. The child tossing it like a basketball back and forth over concrete, flipping the child upside down, hanging by his ankles.
I understand that he needs to be checked out.
When the child could barely hold his own head up and probably really can't fully hold his own head up, I can see it now that he's still a little wobbly.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. There's really no reason at all for you.
We were about to go home, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll put it this way. There's no reason to be out here at 9:30. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning. So about to go home, I really don't care.
Okay.
So my thing is I want to make sure that this child is overall okay, and when we leave and all this is settled with us as officers, that nothing bad is going to happen to that child. Now, as far as where the child is going to go, that's going to be solely up to DCF.
EMTs arrive and gently place the baby into the ambulance. As that happens, LaFoe and Newell, now in handcuffs, are heading to the station. The 5-month-old baby was taken to Halifax Hospital. The police report says he had red marks on his back, and x-rays revealed a mark that could indicate a possible broken arm. DCF launched an investigation. 19-year-old Brianna LaFoe and 20-year-old Sierra Newell were both booked in the Volusia County Jail. Court records show that LaFoe eventually pleaded no contest to charges of battery and contributing to the dependency of a child. She was sentenced to 10 days in jail and 1 year of probation. Newell was bound over for the trial. She faces 1 count of child abuse. As far as we know, that case is still pending.
Hey, by the way, what do the body cams we cover on After Hours every week prove? The world is unpredictable, and having a great lawyer makes a huge difference. That's where our amazing partner and longtime sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in, a firm with over 1,000 attorneys and some pretty sweet merch, too. Logan, zoom in on that. Thank you. 1,000 attorneys, and that's because they win a lot. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a verdict of $29 million in Philadelphia, $2.7 million in Florida, and $5.6 million for a car crash victim in Georgia after insurance offered their client $0 in that case. Even if your case isn't worth millions, why not start a claim, fight for what you deserve? Morgan & Morgan makes it truly so easy. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks or less. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/afterhours or click the link in the description and pinned in the comments.
Next, we're in Palm Beach County, Florida. It's the evening of February 15th, 2024, when officers are dispatched to a hotel after an employee called 911.
We have 2 guests that are clearly drunk and they're being very aggressive towards other people and they already start hitting people. So
I want to get them out of here again. Yeah. Did they stay at the hotel?
Yes, like we kick them out and we escort them out, but they refuse.
They are guests?
They are.
And they evicted out of here?
They are.
After getting the lowdown from the hotel staff, the officer approaches the alleged disruptors, Monica Hendricks and her daughter, Kelly Hendricks, at the registration desk.
Chill out, Linda. I'll take care of it. I know, but just let me. I know. I got the story already. Let me do my job. Hold on, hon. Okay,
Listen, I I'm right now. It's just my mom. We don't even drink.
Okay. Hi, how you doing today? I'm Officer Friedman. Okay.
I'm Monica. How are you?
Okay, the story.
Listen, okay, I don't drink alcohol.
Do me a favor. Let me talk. Let me talk. We're going to talk. I'll let you talk, but I want to do it outside because I can't hear in here. Let's walk outside. Let's walk outside. Hun, I don't want, not inside. I don't want to talk inside.
Wait.
Hun, please.
I want to say it because we don't drink alcohol.
Welcome. Let's talk outside, please. Please, come on. Let's just talk out. I don't want to disturb anybody else, okay?
The responding officer thinks it's a good idea for the mother-daughter duo to take a little walk outside as he attempts to defuse the situation, but that doesn't go as planned.
Let me tell you just what I saw.
Okay.
All of a sudden, just people just so mean and just like knocked me over and.
Where, in the dining room?
Yeah.
Right.
And listen, I'm in the travel business and she's with me, my daughter, and I was knocked down. And but listen, I didn't care about that. And then she was over there.
When were you checking out? Tomorrow?
No, I'm here. I just checked in today.
Okay, well, they're not going to probably want you to stay here, but they got that right.
Wait, what?
Of course, because these people are liberal.
Wait a minute, what happened?
They have a right, if they don't want you to stay here, they give you a
Well, I just came today.
No, but employees, imagine
you know what?
if I was 15.
Do me a favor. If you're going to talk, don't curse.
Like, go check the horse in there.
I asked you not to.
Don't touch.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, if you're going to keep on cursing,
I'll let you. I apologize.
Well, you don't be so. I can't understand when people do that.
I apologize for the cursing.
Well, the dirty mouth like that doesn't impress me. Okay, it really doesn't.
I apologize.
But it doesn't impress me. Okay.
Okay, she quit.
If you're not,
it's
okay.
me.
You're both appear a little intoxicated tonight.
I'm not intoxicated.
You are intoxicated. I can smell it.
I didn't drink.
I can smell alcohol.
After some aggressive back and forth, the agitated pair made a bold request to the officer.
The hotel has a right to have you leave. And if you refuse, it's their property. If you refuse, you will be placed under arrest. Okay? That's all I can tell you.
I guess arrest me. My
husband. Are you refusing to leave?
Yeah,
we're
I am.
still with that,
you can arrest
Let
me.
me get your stuff out. Hey, Jimmy,
You can't hurt my mom.
well, you're both going to go to... You know what? So the best thing to do...
listen, I'm trying to just talk right now. He's trying to tell me that we have to leave and get another hotel room. No, listen, I'm telling you right now, this could be really bad.
Okay.
Because...
Okay, so let's try to get you guys another hotel.
No.
They want to get you guys a new
People at the hotel are
Whatever it is.
trying to start.
Just don't say FEC.
It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
The Hendricks are reportedly daring an officer to arrest them, as they continue to deny being intoxicated or being in the wrong, so the officer decides to get the other side of the story from hotel staff.
They couldn't get into the room because obviously they were at the wrong room. Their key card wasn't working.
Okay.
They demanded and started screaming at our colleague saying, open the door, this is my room, it's registered under me.
And they were doing what? Yelling, screaming stuff?
Yelling, screaming. They hit Talia in the arm. They punched her in the arm. Then they yanked her arm and said, let's go. You're coming with me. The daughter said that. Yanked Talia's arm, said, you're coming with me. We're going to the lobby. Talia said, don't touch me. She got mad. She ran down to the lobby. She wasn't even walking, she was running. She ran down to the lobby. She started complaining to our RAM right here. Then she came back upstairs. When I went upstairs to talk to mom.
So the mom's up there still and
yes, mom did not want to come downstairs.
All right.
They were knocking on the service door. They cut into me, the housekeepers, that they ran off before. We told her, let's diffuse a little bit, let's calm down a little bit. And then she started calling the security officer a dyke and a man. And then we're like, let's relocate.
Where was this at? Where were you in this happen?
In the north building, 3rd floor.
Okay.
So this is, I said there's guest rooms around this place, there's guest sleeping.
Were you getting inside the closet or what happened?
And then they got aggressive, she got in our faces, and then...
Which one? The girl, the young one?
The younger one, yes.
The young one did all the hitting, it seems like. The mom didn't do any of it.
The mom did shove. That's the one that shoved me.
All right, she's the one that hit me. Okay.
Police check out surveillance video, and it shows Kelly allegedly kicking at the security guard. That's when the responding officer goes back over to Monica and Kelly and tells them they have to get off the property. And as you could imagine, it wasn't well received.
If you refuse to leave, I have no choice but to arrest both of you.
I'm not leaving.
Okay.
Sorry, you know what? I'm not leaving. I'm just not.
You refuse.
Sorry, no, I'm not leaving.
I'm not either. We paid for this hotel. We did nothing wrong.
What are you doing?
They don't want you here. That's why.
Who?
They have green hair.
Democrats do. Who doesn't want us here?
Treated us like
Democrats
for no reason. It's just not fair.
Wait a minute, Democrats who doesn't
Don't.
want us
I asked you before not to touch me.
This is not fair. We're paying for this hotel.
They just don't want you.
Are you?
didn't do anything wrong.
Liberal Democrat.
Are you guys refusing to leave?
You're a liberal.
Are you refusing to leave the property?
Yes.
Turn around, please. Turn around, please.
No.
Don't.
Oh!
No.
Get no.
Oh my God!
Our alleged misbehaving mom, Monica, ends up on the ground as police try to handcuff her.
Don't move. Don't move.
Oh, I'm getting moved.
Don't move. Give me the other hand. Give me the other hand.
I can't be all sit there. You sit there. You're watching us.
Give me the other hand.
You're watching us.
Let's go. Sit up. Sit up. Okay, ready?
These are
I'm trying to help you up now.
You hit me. You're going to another charge.
She already got the charge. She got a felony charge right here for hitting me.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, he punched me in the face. Okay? Get up. Stop it. Let it go now. It's okay. Whatever you said your piece already. You said your piece. Okay? She may stand up.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. All right. Stand up. You gotta stand up. One, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's get you up. Stand up. Okay, good.
Oh my God.
After what seems like an eternity of screaming, officers get Monica to somewhat calm down and put her in a squad car. Eventually, a female officer arrives to search the Hendricks. At this point, Kelly's already in a squad car.
Can I at least say something?
You'll see her again.
You're going to see her in just a minute.
Yeah, you'll see her in a minute.
You can't leave you here.
Yeah, we were trying to clear it.
I'm perfectly fine. The people at the house.
Just sit in the car. Just sit in the car, please. No,
we just need to grab this from you.
Let me at least calm her.
You're going to see her in a second, okay? Just go sit. Don't make this worse, all right? You're going to get added charge if you don't get in the car, all right? So sit down. Sit down, okay? Thank you. All right.
Y'all are awful. You're getting sued. I will sue you.
All right.
Kelly threatening a lawsuit isn't a great start, but it's nothing compared to her mother's search next.
Open the door now.
Let me explain something to you.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
We're going to search you. If you start acting belligerent, it's not going to be well.
I can't breathe.
If you stop yelling, you can breathe. Get out of the car.
I can't breathe.
Come on, man. Let's go, man.
I'm going to help you, okay? I'm going to help you, okay? Slide your foot. There you go. Look, one thing at a time, okay? Can you nudge a little forward?
Don't even try to help me. No.
You don't want assistance?
Don't try to help me.
I'm gonna help you. You don't know how to stand.
Ow.
Can you slide this foot forward? There you go. All right, you got it.
Don't try to help me. Do not.
Stand up. She's going to search you, okay?
No.
Let's get back in the car, okay?
I'm not getting in the car. I'm going to stay out right here. Take this thing off my wrist right now because I'm hurting really bad.
Monica, we're going to ask you.
I'm going to tell you right now to take this thing off my wrist now.
Let's get in the car.
I'm going to tell you.
You can either do it like a woman,
okay, listen,
an adult, or we're going to put you in the car, okay?
Yeah, I'm a woman.
Yeah, so let's
not a man.
Okay, so let's get in the car then.
Okay, can I just tell you real quick?
You can tell me as you get in the
listen.
car. Go ahead.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. Take this thing off my...
It's not coming off, okay? Consequences. Let's get in the car. You sit butt first, okay?
We're trying to make it easy for you. We're trying to make it easy for you.
Wait a minute. Did you grow up like a... I mean, you're not going to take this off my... Wait!
Come on.
Don't push... Ow! Don't push me in! Get
in! Your daughter right
now.
No! Let's get in the car.
No! Have a seat.
We're
not going to tell you again before.
Please take it off now!
After Monica's mommy meltdown began at the hotel, made its way to the parking lot, and continued at the squad car, she still can't figure out where police are taking her in handcuffs.
Where are you taking me? Hello? Where are you taking me? me?
You're going to jail. You're going to the jail.
I've got a tracker on me, so.
Okay, well, that's fine. You're allowed to have a tracker. Okay, I'm good with that. You're going to the... You're going to...
What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Once Kelly arrives at the police station, she tells one of the officers she's going to sue her.
Just walk straight.
I'm starting to walk too.
What was that? Go ahead. In here. I'm going to take them off. Don't worry.
Meanwhile, in another cell, officers attempt to read Monica her Miranda rights.
She's going to read you the rights and tell us if you understand.
Just bear with me, okay?
No, but I want to know what I did
have to read this.
Tell you have to read the rights.
Is this like a Bible thing or?
No.
You have the.
I want to know what's going on.
I'll tell you. Let's read the rights. We can question.
I just landed. I came here. I got a hotel room and I went to the beach and I went.
All right, I'm going to start off with number 1. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any of my questions. Do you understand?
Mom, don't talk.
Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand?
No.
Don't talk. You understand English and you speak English, so I'm taking your. This is a yes.
Yeah.
You have the right to the presence of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during
Everything's a no
any
to me.
question.
Yeah, everything's a no.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning.
Yeah, everything's a no.
If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer my questions,
you are nonsense.
Privileged to remain silent.
No, I want to go home. This is nonsense.
I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement.
This is all like the Biden stuff. I want to go home.
Any statement can and
is this
will.
like a Democratic thing?
Any statement
no,
can
serious,
and
it's so
will.
weird. What's going on? Can you tell me?
Yes, you are under arrest.
But for what? What'd I do?
Trespassing and resisting.
Trespassing for what?
For 4 seasons. They asked you to leave numerous times and you said you would not leave. Both you and your daughter would not leave.
Then what did we do?
Gave you an order to leave the hotel and you refused to leave the hotel.
Monica Hendricks and Kelly Hendricks were later booked into the Palm Beach County Jail. Monica was charged with battery, trespassing, resisting an officer with violence, and disorderly intoxication in a public place, causing disturbance. Kelly Hendricks was charged with trespassing, disorderly intoxication in a public place, causing disturbance, and resisting an officer without violence. Kelly entered into a plea agreement where she received 12 months of probation and completed an anger management course. Monica Hendricks' case has not been updated on the clerk of court's website since March of 2024. It doesn't appear that either mother or daughter, who are from Texas, spent any more than one night in jail from the incident. Our next body cam takes us to Carlsbad, New Mexico. On the evening of May 13th, 2023, officers are dispatched to the Carlsbad Medical Center after 2 women were seen fighting near the entrance.
What did I say? Get the off me!
Hey, enough.
Get the off me!
Stop.
No! She don't listen to nothing, bro!
Okay.
Stop.
Don't.
Give me your keys, Mom.
No.
Who drove over here?
I did.
She
drove?
did.
Okay.
Let go of my
Where are the keys at right now?
officer, please tell her to lock
Okay.
all my things,
Okay,
bro.
where are the keys at right now?
In here!
Okay, well, your daughter drove.
Let go!
Let your daughter have the keys.
No!
Okay?
What?
Let your daughter have the keys. She drove over here, did she not?
Yeah.
Okay. You take the keys and then give your mom her purse back.
Okay, get me my please, and I'll give you everything else. Please.
Just take the keys.
Embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys. No, she's
Stop
fine.
it.
You have to go to work. You just let her go
Hey,
home.
stop.
She has to go to work. No, this whole town is bullshit, bro.
Hey, what is your name?
Her name is Jackie.
That's 36-year-old Jackie Crump tussling with her daughter for her keys. While appearing to be intoxicated, the officer walks after Crump and tries to get her to calm down unsuccessfully.
Why, bro?
I'm just chill, okay?
For what,
Just
dude?
chill out for a second. Just chill. All right? You can cry. You can be upset. It's fine. Just hang out for a second.
Get in the car, get your home, stupid. Get in the car, get your off. Stupid.
All right, now. Stop it. Stop it. Now we're done. See, you had your opportunity to calm down. Now we're going this other way. Okay? Come on, walk over here with me.
You're like a See, huh? See what you did?
Okay.
Stupid.
Don't. What's wrong?
No, what do you mean what's wrong?
You can barely stand up. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
You can barely stand. All right, your daughter didn't call the police. Okay? Not here at the hospital. The hospital called because you guys were fighting in the lobby.
You pulled over here.
Okay.
You pulled over here.
She's trying to get you some help.
For what, bro?
She's concerned about you.
We were gonna go home and go to bed, and she's gonna go to work, and I'm gonna go to work.
Okay, well, she's concerned
For
about
what,
you.
bro?
She thinks that you were drugged or something at work.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. That's why you'd have to tell me.
I know when I've been drugged, and this is not a situation.
Have you been drugged before?
Yes, twice.
Okay.
This is not one of those.
Okay, so tell me what's going on. Why does she feel that way? Why do you think it is that she feels that way?
You're gonna have to ask her, man.
Okay.
Crump lands in handcuffs after knocking her daughter down, still angry over not getting her car keys back, but there's a reason her daughter is keeping them.
So what is going on?
She called me when she was at work. She was there for not even an hour. She calls me and she can't even talk. And so I go over there and she can't talk. She can't control her limbs. So I took her to my aunt's and I called the hospital. They came and checked her vitals and there was cops there. And they told me that I need to take her because she definitely needs medical attention or something. I don't know. I can't talk.
Take a deep breath for me. So you two are the physically fighting?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20, okay.
Yes, I'm her daughter.
Do you want to pursue charges on her?
No, I don't.
So, she's heavily intoxicated right now.
Yes.
And you were just trying to get her over here to... Why did she start fighting you?
She doesn't want to because she's just... She doesn't... I don't know. She's not in her right mind. She's never acted like this. They said someone at her job gave her something to drink and then she was out from there.
And the people at work said she only had one drink. Who gave it to her, do you know?
Someone said it was another bartender, some said it was the other one. Someone said it was a drink and some said it was a bottle. And then someone tried to say, oh, she brought alcohol from home, but we don't have alcohol in our home.
The officer then asks Crump's daughter if she wants to press charges for battery.
I do know what I saw when I got here, which, I mean, is an arrestable offense. It's battery, okay? Whether or not you want to prosecute for that, okay, all right, which I figured that was going to be the case. I just wanted to let you know that there is an arrestable offense if you wanted to proceed with charges. But if you don't, that's fine also.
After she decides not to press charges, the officer then heads back over to Crump to give her a game plan.
All right, so this is what I'm going to offer. It's by no means a have to, okay? I'm going to ask you if you want to go in there and see a doctor.
No,
okay.
I'm not drugged, bro. She's
Okay.
tripping.
Okay, yeah, all right.
She's tripping.
Okay, there's no need to yell. You and I are having a conversation. We can hear each other just fine right here. Okay?
Yeah, she needs to know she's tripping.
Okay. How much did you drink before you went to work?
I don't know.
A lot? A
Not
little?
enough.
Not enough?
For her to think I was drugged.
Okay. All right. So, do you know what year it is?
Yeah.
What year is it?
2023.
You know who the president is?
Yeah.
Who is the president?
Not my vote.
Mine either, but who is the president?
Biden.
Okay. You know where you're at? What city you're in?
Biden, Mexico.
All right. So, what we can offer is we can give you a ride home. Okay? All right? That way we avoid the conflict with you and your daughter. Okay? Because of your intoxicated state, I don't want you having control of your vehicle. Okay? Because if something happens and somebody gets hurt, I don't want you to get in trouble. Okay? So we'll give you a ride home. Okay? Your daughter's going to maintain control of your vehicle until you sober up.
Is she going to follow us home?
Yeah, I'll have her follow you home and stay there with you if you need to or whatever the case is. I just don't want you having physical control of your vehicle.
No, you're fine.
Okay? That's my only concern right now is I don't want you...
Call the cops.
Well, okay.
9 years ago when I was drugged and raped. Okay.
Well,
Not that she should have called you guys, okay?
well, hold on. I don't want you falling over, Jackie, okay?
It just had to do it today.
Okay, Jackie, what I need you to do is take a step forward and turn around so I can take those handcuffs off of you, okay?
Crump agrees to be driven home by police after refusing medical care, so officers go back over to her daughter to relay the next move.
She's obviously refusing, okay? We kind of figured that was what was going to happen. But she knows what year it is. She knows where she's at. She knows who the president is. Like, there's no indications outside of the fact that she's really drunk that would lead me to believe that people are taking herself. She's homicidal, suicidal. I did tell her that you're going to maintain control of the vehicle based on the fact that she's intoxicated, and I don't want her having control. All right. What I would suggest is that you follow her home. You can park the vehicle there, take the keys. That way she doesn't have access to it. Okay? And she's okay with that as it stands right now.
Okay.
She's okay with you having control of the vehicle, because last thing I want is her getting in trouble or her hurting somebody else or herself because she wanted to go to Allsup's and get a burrito or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay? So if the officer that she's going to be with is in a white Charger, okay?
Okay.
I think your cigarette's done, Jackie. Let's get you home, okay?
Crump gets into the police squad car and they head off, but that's not where the story ends. When officers drop Crump back home, her niece is in the middle of the road waiting to confront her.
Can you tell me what's going on?
So, her daughter was concerned.
Yeah.
She might have been drugged, tried to take her to the hospital. She resisted physically. We ended up getting called to the hospital, and she absolutely does not want to be treated or taken to the hospital. So it's best just you can get her to bed, let her sleep it off.
You're scaring your daughter right now, Jackie. You won't go get checked. For what? Look at you. What do you mean for what? Look at you. You came and you were cussing them out, trying to get physical with them. Obviously, you're not in your right state of mind.
Okay, so whatever they told you was not true.
No, it is true. Yes, it is true.
I came in
There's
last
cameras.
week,
It's true.
And Jackie, I got here right when you were here, right before me and Alex were here.
Iona, it's fine. You don't have to explain yourself. It's fine.
I think we should go.
No, we're
You're
going,
swearing
but like I'm
to
not trying to
God.
like. Nobody was trying to get physical with anybody.
32 calls.
No, we weren't. With who?
With Grandpa and Grammy.
Avi
Avi had
was
to
trying
grab
to
you.
get physical with
Avi
anybody.
had to grab you. And
No,
you're saying
escort.
my sister's lying?
No, me and Avi were sitting down the whole time.
No, you weren't, Jackie.
Yes,
no,
we
you
were.
weren't. It's okay because you're obviously not in your right state of mind, but you're scaring Javon.
132, cut out, try it again.
No, I do care about
Okay,
that.
so be responsible. Take accountability.
The
Won't you
escort
the check?
that was called in for
what?
the high school team.
Look at you.
Can you send me that call for service, please?
You are up.
And what do y'all want me to get checked for?
Because you're saying you're drugged.
No, I wasn't saying I was drugged. Ask this guy.
So what happened?
She was
What
saying
happened?
I
You
was
had
drugged.
one drink
We
and
were
this is what
chilling. We were chilling. We were fine. I don't know where her
They
messed
weren't
up.
fine. She wasn't
whatever.
No, I came out here earlier.
The patient of Crump's niece is wearing thin, accusing Crump of getting aggressive with her own parents earlier that day, and that confrontation appears to pick up where it left off.
Hey. Hey.
Get out. Come on. You're not going to push my grandma in the face like that.
Come on.
Get out. Get out.
Come on.
Get out.
Are you under arrest
You're
for
not going
battery?
to do that.
Put your hands behind your back.
I didn't touch her.
I watched you touch her.
I went like this.
I watched you touch her.
I said good.
Okay? You can calm down, or I can take you to the ground.
We're going home.
No, you're going to jail.
For what?
For battery.
Dude,
watched
I
you.
didn't do anything to anybody.
I just watched you.
I said
slap
Happy
her in
Mother's
the
Day.
face.
I didn't slap her. I went like this. No,
I just
my
watched
niece
you.
is trippy.
I watched you shove that
I went
wheelchair
like
out of the
this.
way and hit her in the face.
I said Happy Mother's Day, and I'm really.
Put your hands behind your back. Okay, I'm done playing nice. Get up against the car.
Crump, now charged with battery for appearing to attack her mother, is in a squad car, and the officer tries to get more information from her parents on the front porch.
Okay, well, I watched her shove the wheelchair aside and slap you.
She what?
Shove the wheelchair aside and slap you.
She shoved a who?
The wheelchair. I watched her. I watched all that happen.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
No, you didn't do anything. I know. She did. That's why she's in handcuffs.
For
Was that not a battery? Because I watched her hit you in the face.
no, she didn't.
She didn't?
No,
You.
she did not touch me. No.
It was just the wheelchair. She put the wheelchair away, threw it away, went to her face.
She
like-
got in my
like
face,
that,
but
and
she,
said-
no, she did
and
not
said,
hit me.
Hey, well.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then she walked inside.
Well, I saw her hit you, like with an open hand.
No. So
No?
she did not. Do you see any marks on my face?
No, I was standing right there when I saw her do it,
You
though.
did not. She did not. I swear. I would tell you the truth. She did not hit me.
You need any help on that?
Did not. It's probably wanted
Negative,
to.
all 21 here in a sec.
I didn't do anything. I'm her mom. I haven't seen her.
No, I know you didn't
She
do
lives
anything.
here. We live in on the border. We just got here like at 5.
Okay, well, I understand that, but my problem is her hitting you.
Nope. She did not.
All right.
She needs to go to the ER and get a blood test. She said she's scared of needles. I think she may be protecting somebody because she was only at work for 1 hour and said she had to go because her mom came in town.
Kyle said 193,
But nobody can get that drug in 1 hour. I know my
Right.
daughter for 36
No,
years.
I understand the concern, but that doesn't give her a right to put her hands on you like that.
She did not. Pardon me?
You guys understand what's going to happen? I'm taking her into custody. She's
to
going
Roman
to jail.
Romero, he's
Okay?
solid negative.
For battery.
Right, okay.
Okay, and
I
if you choose not to cooperate with the prosecution, that's fine. I still have to report what I saw. I have to take her into custody because it happened in my presence. I have to do my job. So just because of her level of intoxication, she's going to have to get cleared at the hospital first, and then she'll
Because
go
I
to jail.
really would like to find out if it's completely drunk or is somebody drugged her.
No, because she's under arrest.
She was drunk. Remember when her and I got in a fight? She was acting just like that. It was
She
because
was not drunk. They blood tested her right here. And she had no alcohol.
I'm sorry
She
about
had
that.
That's okay. It's part of my job, I promise.
If there's one girl there, 10 for traffic.
If you guys don't have any more questions, I need to get her up to the hospital. Okay? Okay. You guys try to have a better night.
The officer takes Crump to the same hospital where this all began, this time for evaluation, but she stays combative up until the doctor arrives.
I didn't do to my mom. You are nobody. And you know it. Don't look at me all stupid. Get the out of here, bro.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Dr. Carl. How you
Can
doing?
you test me for like drugs, alcohol, and then some, and like abusive force and all kinds of other things that Mr. Peacock believes I did? Because this dude needs to get the out of my face. I gotta spend a whole 36 hours in prison because of this.
Maybe it could be your actions too.
Oh,
You guys
maybe.
are medically
Possibly. Possibly.
Just take her out. I'll be more forward. Well, he's going to take you to jail right now, okay? He's the only officer I have available to transfer.
No, I ain't going to jail without a pee test and some more. This dude brought me over here for that.
I brought you over here to be medically cleared.
Nope,
The doctor
you brought
cleared
me
you.
over here to be medically cleared for alcohol and some more.
Okay, well,
Y'all
the
haven't
doctor
medically
just
cleared
cleared
me.
you.
No, what do you mean he cleared
Okay,
me?
that was
for
the doctor
nothing?
you were talking to.
And
It's not about whether or not you have it in your system. It's whether or not you're medically able to be in jail. Okay? The doctor just cleared you. We need to walk you back out to the unit, okay? Don't make it any worse for yourself. If you want, I'll walk you out there.
what do you, please,
Okay.
please, I don't like this guy.
Okay, I'm going to walk you out to his
He
car.
put me in jail because of my niece's little.
Get out of my
Don't
face.
touch me.
I got
Don't
you. I
touch
got
me.
you. Come on.
Don't touch me. And next time you want to take somebody to jail, you need to clear them first. You need to make sure everything's fine. Don't look at me stupid.
After being medically cleared, Crump is put back in a squad car and heads to jail. When they arrive to the station, Crump has some thorns to pick with the arresting officer.
No. Why does he have a camera on me?
Because it's protocol.
Well, then I want a camera too. Turn it off. What's your name? I'm arrested under illegal pretenses by J.P. Cock. Unlawful force of battery when I gave my mom two little smacks on the cheeks. I love you. What's your name? No, I've got a lawyer, baby. Not with that camera on. Okay. Here, come over this way. I got it.
Crump was booked into the Eddy County Detention Center on charges of battery and resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer. She was released from jail 2 days later, and both charges were eventually dropped. Now we go to St. Louis, Missouri. It's April 15th, 2024, at around 4 o'clock in the morning. A security officer does her routine patrol when she spots a vehicle driving on the wrong side of the road. When the security officer got a closer look at the driver's side window, she finds an 8-year-old boy behind the wheel.
And at first he was on this side, so I sped around and I came back and he was right here. and I thought it was somebody else. Like, he looked a little bit older because, like, how he was, like, up or whatever. And I slammed on my brakes, came back, and that's where we're at.
Okay. When officers make their way to the back of the vehicle, they discover the boy's mother, 28-year-old LaTanya Mays Gale, passed out in the back seat, accompanied by his 3-year-old brother.
Yeah, this woman in here, she's breathing. She may just be asleep, but yeah, that EMS responding on. Actually, she's moving around. Hold on 1 second. Hey, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am.
While LaTanya begins to wake up, another officer approaches the vehicle as the crew tries to figure out how this even happened.
Somebody here for you.
What's that?
Ma'am, what's your name?
Alright, this is it.
What's your name?
This is which one?
You okay? Why your son driving the car? Why is your son driving the car? How old are you?
8.
Why is your 8-year-old son driving the car? Did you hit your head? He said you fell.
I can't drive.
You can't drive. We got EMS coming here for you. We got EMS coming here to check you out. What's your name? Do you know where you are right now? What city you in? St. Louis? All right. Can you step out so I can see? Cause you gotta. Yeah, can you step out real quick? I see your leg like you didn't. Just be careful. You say you hit your head. Let me see you. You just leave up on the car. That's fine.
Sorry.
You said she hit her head?
Yeah.
You said she hit her head?
Yeah, I did.
You said she fell.
She hit her wrist and her knee, not her head.
Sorry. Please.
All right. Well, we got EMS coming to check you out, okay?
Thank you.
Like you got a rash.
Yeah, I do have this.
How did it happen? Like, how all this happened? Where'd you fall?
And I fell.
You fell?
In the corner.
According to LaTanya and her son, she took a pretty hard fall and somehow ended up in the back seat. Meanwhile, officers are shocked an 8-year-old knew how to operate a vehicle.
Come on, son.
Man, how long you been driving like that?
I guess for 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Get in.
He cool right here. He put in that park and everything.
Oh.
What's your name?
Son, get in. Right now. Son, get
Correction,
in.
45. You can bring me in for this. You can take me up 70.
Come on. For real.
Oh, he cool. Leave him alone. He's cool.
Beat him up.
He protecting you. He was making sure you all right. Where were you driving her to?
To Venice, I'm in a whole different place.
Venice? You can't drive across the bridge.
Can I go over to my house?
Well, he won't EMS check you out first. You probably can't drive either.
I probably can't drive?
Yeah, you probably can't drive. You kind of out of it. He said you fell. So I'm assuming you hit your head.
Officers then press LaTanya more about how she ended up passed out in the back seat.
What do you remember? How you get in this back seat?
I was on my way home. I do remember that I was followed at a certain point. But of course I ain't been followed at this point.
You said followed?
I had somebody following me.
Okay.
Like
and they were with you the whole time? The children? Where are you coming from? Huh?
I was coming from East St. Louis.
East St. Louis. There, you got a little road rash right there.
I'm gonna have to get out of here.
You say what?
I'm gonna have to get out of here.
Wait for VMS to come check it out, like I said. Can you call somebody in the meantime?
I probably can.
Call somebody.
If I can I drive away from you?
You can't drive.
I can't. Why not?
You can't drive.
Why not?
Because if he was driving, something wrong.
According to the arrest report, LaTonya's breath had an odor of alcohol. So officers suspected this was more than just a hard fall.
Where did you come from?
I was on my way home to the Bissell's apartments.
No, where did you go to, I guess, have your little drinks and stuff? Were you at somebody else's house?
Yeah.
And you had just children with you. And that's what I'm saying. If you got in the back seat and went to sleep, and I guess he got in the front seat.
I didn't go to sleep though.
That's what we're trying to figure out. Cause he said you fell. So I'm like, how'd she get in the car? If she fell. I know he couldn't have put her in the car.
I didn't fall. I was well aware. So I promise you I was. I'm not gonna beat my kids and do this.
No, I know. I ain't say that. I'm just saying. For sure.
I was on my way home.
So now LaTonya says she didn't fall, but she did have some casual drinks with her friends that evening. Still, neither of these things explain how her 8-year-old son got behind the wheel.
What I'm thinking is, she was in the back seat, just sleep, and he probably got in there on his own accord.
That's not what he said.
What did he say?
He said mom told him to drive home.
Bro, I can believe that too.
So, does she need medical? Well, what's up with her?
Is she drunk?
Yeah. And he says she told him to drive home out to Venice.
I mean, I'll do it. We gotta find someone to pick them up.
She calling somebody right now.
So believe it or not, this knows them, knows their dad.
She calling?
She said she gonna cry. I got grandma's number.
She trying to call her sister now. She calling to call somebody.
Yeah, but she in danger.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he could be that, or I was thinking he probably jumped in himself and did it. I'm like, it's a stretch. But if he's saying he probably did.
I'll do it. What is it? Is it felony or is it misdemeanor?
I mean, he driving and she in the back seat.
We come a long way since I was 12, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I drove. That's how I learned how to drive a stick. Was driving my dad home from a bar over in Illinois, but that's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. In St. Louis.
Not only that, he was on his knees. The little one was in his seat with no seatbelt on, and I'm just like, they're all like in there just like bopping and like, what the?
Yeah, so if you could, I'm gonna have to date on this one anyways. So you guys can figure it out.
Yeah?
Because I can't really get around that.
I can't either. Because I'm overthinking.
It's a different time than it.
Like I said, because my whole thing is, I was under the assumption he just jumped in there himself. But now it's like she told him.
LaTonya's 8-year-old son explained to officers that she told him to drive the car home, so officers immediately start talking charges and prepare to get this mom behind bars.
You're in our custody, all right? Related to your children, so you're gonna have to. Okay?
I don't want to leave my baby.
You're gonna have to. You're going 10 feet that way. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna be anywhere near your babies besides us. Okay? We haven't cuffed you. We're trying to be reasonable. All right? But you are under arrest. You understand?
I gotta be away from my baby.
Against the law? No, but you have to. You're in our custody. You got to do what we're telling you.
I don't want to go to
You understand that?
I want to be with my babies. And when they get picked up, I leave. That's it.
Okay, so you can go in the back of the ambulance or you can go in the back of one of our cars.
As officers attempt to put handcuffs on LaTonya, things escalate.
I gotta leave my babies all by themselves.
No one's gonna leave him by himself, okay?
Yes, they are.
No, we police officers. We will not do that. That's number one. James is on the way. You called him. I talked to him on the phone. You forgot?
My baby's just in the car by themselves, though.
We right here.
They in the car by themselves.
We can take them out of the car. Put them
I
in our
don't care
car.
about being locked up. I don't care about none of that.
Okay. Do you still want to go to the hospital? You want to be checked out?
I want to make sure my babies is taken care of.
That's not what we asked
That's
you.
it.
Can I tell you something? You see what lane of traffic we're in? You see what lane your car is traveling? All right, if we didn't get here, you and your kids wouldn't have been safe. This is the safest place for them right now.
According to the arrest report, LaTonya's brother took custody of her 2 children while she was transported to the hospital for evaluation. Afterwards, she was booked at the St. Louis City Justice Center on 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. LaTonya pleaded guilty to her charges. She was sentenced to a term of 2 years probation. She's not to have contact with her children unless she gets permission through a court order.
I've been taking care of her.
Okay.
I have been.
So why is she at the hospital for almost 8 hours by herself now? My child would never be in a hospital alone.
In our final segment today, we have a bonus, a set of bad parents. This incident takes place in Evansville, Indiana on Sunday, January 26, 2025. Just before 3 a.m., officers head to the home of 36-year-old Amanda Osman and 41-year-old Jeffrey Sheeta. According to the police report, their 13-year-old daughter was transported to the hospital on Saturday afternoon for a mental health evaluation following an alleged physical altercation with Osman. Later that night, a social worker told police the couple refused to pick up their daughter after she was discharged, following what police claimed were several unanswered and combative phone calls. And it took cops just as much effort to get in contact with the pair, knocking at the front door for over an hour before anyone answered.
What? Okay.
We sleep with a family. We didn't hear the knocking on the door. Finally, I woke up and used the restroom and heard the guys.
But it's not even that, dude. DCS has been in contact with both of you about picking her up from the hospital.
They never said that.
Yes, they did. We're not doing this roundabout because DCS is at the hospital with her right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go to the hospital and we're going to figure out if you guys are going to jail for neglect or not. So I suggest you guys get ready as soon as possible. And I'm going to follow you to the hospital. And if you guys don't want to come out and go get her, I'll put you both in cuffs right now for neglect.
Oh, okay.
So
she's getting ready.
Okay, go tell her now. We're leaving now. We're not waiting.
The officer replays the situation to a colleague over the phone and tries to get the couple to hurry up.
Yeah, it says she claimed that the daughter bit her, but she didn't have any visible injuries or anything. It appeared more that she was just tearing up the house. This is the way the report seems to be written, but for some reason we're still waiting here smoking cigarettes instead of getting in our cars and going to the hospital. So yeah, they're both out here just wasting time. I'm not really sure what we're doing, so. But if we want to keep waiting, I'll just arrest them now. Are we gonna go or what are we doing? I think you've had long enough to go pick her up. So let's get in your car and leave. Now. You understand?
Okay, I can't drive.
Neither one of you can drive.
Don't yell at me.
Don't yell at you. Your daughter's at the hospital trying to go home. And we've been knocking on this door for an hour trying to get somebody to answer. All right, Acre, let me call you back once we get this situation figured out.
I go home after.
I don't know. They might just be both getting a ride to jail if that's going to be the easiest opportunity. So I'm not real sure yet. Let me decide. All right, see ya.
Trying to get a ride to go get my daughter.
How long does it take to find a ride? DCS last talked to you over 2.5 hours ago to come get your daughter.
I didn't talk to them 2 hours ago.
So what's the excuse now? Why aren't we going to get our daughter?
They didn't tell us she was getting pissed.
Why aren't we going to get our daughter? Why are you not at the hospital with your daughter anyway? She's 13.
She's already been there before.
Why are you not at the hospital with your daughter anyways as a parent? Do you understand that's neglect of a dependent?
No.
Do you understand that? Do you understand in the state of Indiana that is a felony charge for neglect of a dependent? She cannot make decisions for herself, right?
The officer continues to confront the couple on why they wouldn't open the door for police and why neither of them can reportedly drive.
So, since we've been out here knocking for an hour, how come you guys didn't answer the door?
We were asleep.
You were asleep. You didn't think anything about your daughter either? About what was going on with her? Nothing like that? You didn't think about going to the hospital to check on her? Calling the hospital? Nothing?
The last time the identical situation happened, and there was nothing we could do at the hospital because they took her to an inpatient facility.
Okay, but she's not in an inpatient facility. She's in an emergency room sitting there by herself at 13 years old. Why can't you drive? Oh, so you've been at home drinking instead of going to get your child.
You guys clearly aren't in handcuffs right now. I'm not saying that's necessarily the road we're going down, but I'm going to start asking some incriminating questions, because if you're not aware, there's a crime called neglect of a dependent or child neglect, and we're kind of going down that road. So I'm going to read you your rights, make sure you're aware of those before I ask you any more questions.
Officers have now learned Osman and Sheeta were allegedly drinking while their daughter waited at the hospital, so the officers covered their bases and read the couple their Miranda rights.
So your side of the story is that you were unaware that you needed to go pick her up?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so then why would a social worker, an employee at St. Vincent, tell me that she made phone contact with you, told you you need to come pick her up, she's being discharged, and you told them, I'm not dealing with this anymore, and we're not coming to get her. You dropped the phone, then you picked the phone up, and I was making excuses or trying to explain why that couldn't be the case.
I didn't talk to anybody up until.
Okay. Rose, is there a name?
I didn't talk to anybody up until just a few moments ago when I see my phone going off.
Okay.
And I did not know that she needed to be picked up.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's two sides to every story. I do understand that. One way that I'm thinking I could get to the bottom of this is checking phone records. Either you'll see if a phone call was made.
Yeah. They said that when I talked to them, they said earlier that they spoke to him on the phone. And he said that we would be up there to pick her up. I was not aware of any of this.
Okay, thank you.
That is what they said.
I didn't say that we would be there to pick her up. The phone call that I got to my phone, I couldn't understand what the lady was saying. She was loud.
When did they call you?
It was a long time ago. It was at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. But the lady that I talked to, I didn't know who it was. I didn't know where she was calling from. When I tried to call the number back after I was hung up on, I just got like an automated menu.
Okay. Did they call your phone, Amanda?
I mean, I got phone calls from there, but I don't know. I mean, right here, all the missed calls.
Okay. And you wouldn't think that one of those may be important to answer and talk to at some point in time, if that's what you're claiming?
I was asleep.
You just fell asleep?
Yeah, my phone was on silent.
Okay.
It always is.
Well, for one, I don't think a social worker is going to lie to us about trying to contact you and talk to you about your daughter.
I'm not saying that you didn't try to contact
her. No, I'm showing you.
I'm going to say that they're not lying about talking to you about coming to pick up your child. Like, I believe they talked to you, because they're not going to fabricate that story of talking to you.
You're saying I didn't speak to anybody.
Which they're claiming you did.
They said that they talked to him.
No, they said they talked to you first. And you said that you're not dealing with this. Dropped the phone, and then he picked up the phone and talked to him.
That is this last time.
And how long ago was that?
Let's see.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, I can tell you real quick if you're lying.
2:52?
No. Well before that.
Because I didn't speak to anybody.
Yes. 2:52. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We've been dealing with this a lot longer than 2:52. We've been dealing with this for hours now. So you're lying.
At this point, officers are not buying their story, so they give the parents one more chance to tell the truth.
Like, what baffles me is that you continue to lie to us. Okay? I mean, you realize that the hospital keeps recorded conversations of every time they talk to people. Okay? And they just let our officer there listen to the conversation with you 4 hours ago to where you said you're not dealing with this. So why do you continue to lie? Why are you continuing to lie to us? They have the conversation where they talk to you too. They told you 4 hours ago that your daughter needed picked up. And you said, I'm not dealing with this. That's your exact words. And then instead, you're trying to hang up the phone, but instead you threw the phone to the ground, I guess. Like, those are your exact words. I'm not dealing with this. you knew 4 hours ago.
No,
And she's now been there 7.5 hours by herself. Tell me that you did not say that to a social worker 4 hours ago. Tell me you didn't. Because if you're that drunk, I'm definitely not giving your child back. If you can't remember a conversation. So do we want to start with the truth or not?
I'm saying I do not remember speaking with anybody. And I am not trying to not get my.
Then why would you tell somebody? Why would you tell somebody from the hospital that is calling you to tell you to come pick up your child that you specifically said, and I quote, "I'm not dealing with this." What was that supposed to mean? Can you enlighten me a little bit of what was that supposed to mean?
I don't know. We've been dealing with a lot from her, and
then give her up. Give her to a better home. If you can't deal with her, and if you can't go take care of her at the hospital like a mother should, give her to a family that will.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Then what are you saying?
I've been taking care of her.
Okay.
I have been.
So why is she at the hospital for almost 8 hours by herself now? My child would never be in a hospital alone. I don't care what they did to me. That's not your choice as a parent. Your choice as a parent is not to only go when it's convenient for you.
Yes, I understand that.
I don't think you do.
I've been dealing with this stuff with her for years.
Okay. And you're still a parent.
Did you even know your daughter was still at St. Vincent? Did you know where she was, period?
Yes, I knew where.
How did you know where she was?
I knew where they were taking her because of when they talked to us.
But as of 2 o'clock in the morning, did you know where your daughter was? When they called you and you said, I was unsure of what they said, were either of you aware of the location of your daughter?
I mean, it already said St. Vincent, so I assume she's in the same place.
It's an assumption, right? You're assuming. I would never, ever assume where my child is.
After the couple denies being uncooperative with hospital staff, officers move in to arrest them.
So as of now, you both are going to go on felony neglect of a dependent. Okay? You guys can decide to tell your stories to the judge, whichever story you guys decide you want to come up with, and tell them, okay?
During the arrest, Sheeta asks why he's being detained because he's technically the teen's stepdad and not biologically related.
How can I ask why I'm still being charged?
Does she live here with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're both
Yeah, but
responsible for taking care of this child.
Okay, well, we're not trying to not take care of her.
Listen, I'm done with the stories, right? So you can talk to the judge. And okay, so if that's the case, how come when I said I'm not talking to you, you're not a guardian? She goes, yes, he is.
I'm not.
Okay, so that was another lie. We gave you guys plenty of opportunity to tell us a straightforward answer and the truth. And hang on.
I am telling you the truth.
Every single time, your lies just got more and more in depth. Okay, every single time.
I told you the truth.
You still, regardless, you still have a responsibility to take care of this child. If she lives here with you, you are responsible. I'm talking to him. Okay. Even if they call you, you could have easily woke her up and said, "Hey, honey, let's go get your daughter." Right?
I wasn't lying.
But you did, over and over and over.
I did.
You're just too drunk to remember. And that's another problem with your child coming home to you. Okay? That you would rather sit here and get drunk than go to pick up your child.
The couple's placed into squad cars and taken to jail. Both Amanda and Osman and Jeffrey Sheeta were booked at the Vanderborough County Jail on neglect of a dependent charges, and their 13-year-old daughter was taken by Child Protective Services and placed into temporary housing. 3 days later, Sheeta's case was dismissed without prejudice. As for Osman, the teen's mother, she was sentenced to 1 year probation with the requirement of completing an alcohol abuse program. A no-contact order with her daughter was also put in place. Thanks for watching this week's episode. This episode of Law and Crime After Hours was researched. It was written and produced by Heather Berzak. Video editing is done by the Daniel Camacho. I'm Sam Goldberg. We'll see you next week.